Hello everybody, Panman, we're back with another video. It's Motor Monday, but it's on a Saturday. It's been a busy week, pretty much, and that'll be it. But anyway, we're back. That is what matters, and we are in Sweden right now. We're in the Arctic Circle Sweden map, so it does have some missing textures, but yeah, we'll try to keep away from those parts of the map as much as possible. But anyway, other than the map's implications on it, if that means errors. But anyway, we have a new vehicle. It is the 1964 Gavril Bluebuck Swedish Police. So it's a very good car, actually. We've seen it before, actually. It's on the I Fought the Law mod, or not mod. I'm a mess today. It's on the I Fought the Law music video, so that was its only appearance. But I do look to have more of a presence with this thing on it. So maybe in a couple future videos, maybe in some non-viewer requests. So since that doesn't seem to be a very popular thing on the channel, I guess that's what you get when you have mostly people from North America watching your videos, or maybe a couple from Europe every now and then. But yeah, mostly gonna be the America is my main player base, not player base, sorry, viewer base, audience rather. But anyway, without further ado, let's see what is under the hood. So we'll open this up. We're gonna be turning this up quite a bit. Oh, oh. It is also going to be we're gonna be doing some nighttime driving, so it is going to be getting dark very soon. Let me just buy us some time real quick. I'll turn back the time by 2 hours. There we go, so we can get everything out of the way. So let me just get this open. It's got the quarter window roller, very nice. This is almost one-to-one. It looks already somewhat similar besides the double headlight it has. This is based off, by the way, it's based off of the 1964 Plymouth Valiant. And I think that was either the first or the second year that they started to make these in Sweden. So it has a 232 cubic inch, I want to say. It could be something very different. Let me just real quickly look. Alright, 232, very good. It's the Super Thrift i6. It's not very accurate to it, but let's also turn back the time another hour or so. 2 hours, there we go. Alright, so that'll be the last time. But anyway. Anyway, so one barrel carburetor, I think it has a billet, yeah, a billet engine block on it, short block. And we'll just real quickly look at the compartment, or parts of the engine, then we'll go inside and I'll show you guys some actually really cool stuff. So it has the stage 3 internals, it has a regular old distributor, it's got over square stroker kit, so I think that means gives you more it gives you more speed. I think that's how it is. But no, it gives you more torque but less speed, I think. It has an ultralight flywheel because this thing is very overweight as it is for a car of this type of power. It has 167 feet of torque, or pounds per feet of torque, and 107 horsepower. So the real life thing was around 133 feet of horsepower, or feet of torque, and 101 horsepower. So And that was in 1964 where they had 170 cubic inches. So that was actually decent for the market that it was in. And funny enough, actually, Saab made these. They they brought the complete knockdown kits, I think I read, in from America. I assume those are just, that's like, there's no car, there's just parts. And they would bring it into their facilities, in their factory rather, and they would put some Saab stuff in them. Like I think at one point they were putting Saab seats in them and maybe a steering wheel. I don't know, but anyway, and then they would just leave the outside as it was. And they did this because Saab had nothing really to compete with the Volvo industry. So yeah, that was those were fun. But anyway, back to this. So without further ado, let's real quickly fire up the engine since it is getting very dark, and there's not too much else as well with the engine compartment. I didn't mean to tangent, but it has an ultralight flywheel, like I said, because it's overweight. It's supposed to weigh around a ton and a quarter. In this, it's around a ton and a half. So it's, yeah, it's not too bad when you look at it, I guess, that way. But anyway, let's look at this. It does sound very mean. It does sound, actually, I would say it sounds cranky. But yeah, so this is one of the, I think this is one of the more underpowered cars. I think this is actually, yeah, this is less powerful than the Bruckle Legrand. But I think the Bruckle Legrand has a larger engine, so it's actually decent, like when you look at proportion, I guess, because like the Bruckle Legrand was a 3.8 V6, and this thing is I want to say it's well, let's do the math real quick. A liter is 61 cubic inches, so, and this is 232 cubic inches, so that would be 4 liters? Hang on, let's just real quickly, I don't want to do the math. I think it's around 4, though. Let's see here. I think it's smaller. I swear it's smaller. No, it's actually the same size. So that might not be good. That's not really a big W for this car. But actually, no, it is actually, because this is 20 years. This is 20 years older than the Legrand. But anyway, so the Legrand is still the worst vehicle on the channel. If I find a less powerful car than that, I'll let you guys know. Actually, no, there's plenty of less powerful cars, actually, because this thing's top speed is nowhere near that of the Bruckle. So I think this is the most underpowered, but it's cool though, and it's Swedish, so you know. Well, partially Swedish. Made by the Americans, and it was brought over and remodel it as a Saab, but anyway. But yeah, they 1,200 of these were sold to the Swedish police, and we were flipping it. Yep. Oh my goodness gracious. Alrighty, so clearly we took that turn a little bit too much. It's also not that good in the snow, but we're also on a bit of a edge, so we'll bring this over. There we go. So let's come on. Actually, I was recording a video earlier, but I had a lot of background noise going, so, but we actually got stuck on the ice. See, so this thing is actually decent at the snow if you're just trying to get out of it. If you're trying to chase someone in it, and you're going up against like someone with like a 4x4 or something like that, you're not getting anyone. So, we will real quickly look. Anyway, let's look at the interior real quick before we keep going. So, actually, no, because I don't know if anyone has noticed yet, but we do have a manual transmission. It's the 3 on the tree, but this is just, that's its nickname, but This is just a 3-speed column shifter. It's a manual. We also have another pretty cool thing. It's the center console. So that's one of the things that Saab added to these things. They added center consoles. I don't know if it was for every single year, but I'm just doing it based on a generalization. I don't have the interior pictures of a 1966 Valiant, unfortunately, of the Swedish police. So I don't know if all of them were, but it's safe to say that most of them were, or something like that, because Saab wanted to be cool and compete. Oh no. But yeah, had this on it, and that's really about it. Like I said earlier, 1-barrel carburetor, so this thing is going to be catching most of the cars that are going to be in Sweden and Finland and, you know, most Scandinavian countries. Well, all the Scandinavian countries now that I think of it, because there was only, I think, 4 of them. But anyway, yeah, there's 4. Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Norway. Someone fact check me on that. Anyway, so it's gonna be catching most of these cars, but if you take it over to America and get it on like a city road, actually no, it'll do all right in the city, but if you get it anywhere where there's like long straightaways and like little traffic, yeah, there's not too much. These things were fuel efficient though. I assume so, at least with the 6 cylinders, so that's probably one of the reasons. It's probably one of the reasons why these things were popular. And here we go. And this is the no texture zone. That's all good though. Is that the fire truck? Wait. I just stalled it out, realistically, but... Okay, so... That's weird. That's Italian for Corps of Firefighters, I think. Or the Fire Watch, or whatever it is. So that's kind of weird, but anyway. Yeah, as I said earlier, this thing's only appearance was on I Fought the Law, and other than that, there's not too much to it. I just thought it was a really cool one, and it's also another 6-cylinder car that we don't get to see often, so figured it'd be fun. Let me just... What are we doing? What are we doing? That was a terrible downshift. My transmission is going to be blown before this video ends, so that's always going to be fun. It's like, you know, I'm trying to rev match it, but it's not rev matching. So, okay, so these are all my Swedish police cars. I'll probably get to those at a later date. I'm pretty sure I have a wagon somewhere with that as well. It's not really... the wagon is relatively similar, but it's based off of a different thing. It has... I think it's more powerful, although... Now that I have more reliable sources than I did back in, I think, September of last year when I was doing these videos, that'll probably change. But we will look into getting a getaway car. Alright, let's put this up against a... Yeah, let's just put this up against like a... something that's not gonna smoke us instantly. So we'll put this up against, you know... We'll also look at the 0 to 60 actually, and the top speed, because it's... Both are relatively depressing for a American car, but for a European car, I don't think it's terrible. I don't know what their 0 to 60s were. At least back at this point. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's just get on this straight away. Alright, so, center of the screen where it says clear, that is going to be our main performance monitor. I did have another one when I did that, which Highway Patrol car is the fastest, but I might pull that out later, but let's see something here. Oh, no. It's got good pickup on it. So, you know, city, street, you know, pretty good. Okay, 0 to 60 in 16.66 seconds. Let's try that again, just for confirmation. We'll do it without revving it up. Okay, almost 17 seconds. That's interesting because I'm pretty sure this thing's tops or it should be around 14 seconds or 13 seconds. So that could be just me being slow on the gear shifts. It could just be. Because I think you can, yeah, I think the way I have it in the settings, you can power shift, which we both know, or which we all know that that's not the best thing to do in these cars, or cars that weren't built for power steering. Okay, so we're at 87 right now, and it's holding. 84, let's just real quickly get up to, we can get up to 90 pretty good, but anywhere past 90, it starts to go haywire. Let's just see how much road we have left. Oh yeah, we have hopefully plenty of road. These small downhills are helping us figure out. Alright. Oh. That wasn't good. Okay, you know what? How about we just do it the new way? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're holding... Wow! Okay, so 95 is this thing's top speed. That's interesting, I guess. I mean, I don't know what it's going at here, but okay, so 96. So it still has a little bit more to give to it. Okay, so 97. Okay, so oh boy. Okay, so that's pretty good. What are we doing? What are we doing? There we go. Okay, so that's not a bad top speed. We'll just have to see how it does against this thing. We'll also, I think we've also done police chases with this thing in the past, but not as it stands now. The dual beacon, the dual blue beacons don't work anymore. The ones that I had originally, so I put this dual red on it instead because that's apparently more realistic. Because I think in 64 they were getting the blues, like just getting the blues, so more of them were red. I don't know. And it has the two-tone air horns, well, the two-tone horns. Alright. Alrighty, so we're back. I just fixed one of the issues on it. Well, one of the inconsistencies with it. So I figured if you didn't notice, I was looking up at the torque, and I was studying it, and it turns out I looked it up. It turns out this thing was revving at 100 RPM faster than it should have been when it's idling. So I brought that down to 550 from 650. So anyway, without further ado, I don't think it's gonna do much with the performance, but it's probably gonna make it well, it's gonna make it sound a bit, you know, lower as well, but I don't think it's gonna do much besides that. Alright, so we're shifting at 4,000 RPM for the max. So we're at, here, let's just downshift real quick. Okay, so he's getting away, but we're doing, yeah, we're doing good, but he's doing better. So now's the time for desperate measures. Alright, let's just turn the lights on real quick. I guess the speakers are broken if you guys are hearing that static coming from there. You can barely even hear the sirens. And also, I forgot to include this actually. The final drive I think is 2.23. So that's relatively your standard police car, I think. But holy moly! Oh no! We're doing all right. We're doing fine. Let's get back under control. Oh hey, I did this too. Alrighty, so he did the exact same thing that I did earlier. The corner just sneaks up on you. The turn, so let's just real quickly get off the. Yeah, I was shifting at like I think it was 1,000 RPM. I want to say. Yeah, we're in third right now. We're going 20 miles an hour. Let's just. We're doing good, actually. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, full power for that. Okay, full power, full power. I think we just screwed something up with the synchronizers. Yeah, we did. Oh, hang on. Okay, so we're back. We're back. We're back. Are we bottoming out? Are you serious? No, we're not bottoming out. That's weird. Come on. See, the clutch would be growing arms and strangling us right now if we actually did that in real life, but nope. You can't get me, clutch, through this computer screen. But anyway, let's go back. So this thing has a lot less power, but it revs significantly higher than we do. So I think it's a rotary engine, this thing, so that would explain a little bit. Its lightweight is also not helping it whatsoever, so. Other than that, we're doing relatively decent. We're gonna spawn back there. Okay, so no more resets for now. So we are off-road, and like I always say, contrary to popular belief, four-door sedans like these were not bad off-road. They were all right. Of course, they're nothing compared to an actual SUV, but they were not bad for what they were. Well, we're in second gear, going 5 miles an hour. What are we doing? Oh no. Alright, we're alright. We're okay. We're okay. I think. Are we pulling? Come on, come on, come on. Alright. Pulling ever so slightly. And of course, we are. Reverse, reverse, reverse. So we triangulate where he went. We're not going to be finding him, I don't think, but... Okay, so he went the way we're going. Very good, very good. Let's see if we can catch up to him. I don't think there's any turnoffs here. Yep, it is a straight. It is entirely straight, so let's see if we can catch up to him. He has a better top speed than us, but I don't think he's going to be going that fast because he's not that close to us. So, or that far. No, yeah, it's that close to us. So let's get out of here. Peak torque is approximately 20? I think it's 3,000 RPM. Yeah, shit. Whoa, that wasn't good. I didn't realize that would bring us up that high. This is a siren that's not necessarily annoying. It's not like... Oh no. I don't think we're catching this guy. Alright, so we got towed out and we caught up to this guy again. We definitely didn't just teleport here. Okay, so clearly this guy does a lot better when we're not close to him. So we have the horsepower on him, like I said, but he has the revs on us, so he's producing 59 feet of torque and 58 horsepower, so he's not going much. He's not going anywhere off-road, but other than that, he's alright because he doesn't have that heavy of a car like we do, and he's also got the revs on us, because I think that's a rotary engine. I could be wrong, though. So he's doing alright. This is pretty cool, actually. Hang on, let me just get into photo mode and take a screenshot real quick. I'll put this on the channel. Let's see what vintage looks like. Sure, why not? Bloom threshold, turn it down a little bit. That's fine. Alright, quality high. There we go. Anyway, now back to our regularly scheduled program. You're gaining ground. Anyway. Actually, you know what I think I based these cars off of first? I think it was... No, I think I based one of these cars off the Volvo. Although I think that was the station wagon. I based it off of a Volvo station wagon that the Swedish police had. He's going faster, of course. Yeah. Nice. Oh, hell. Okay, so clearly he can outrun us a little bit, but he can't outdrive us. We're in neutral. Alright, so I guess we can't have a formidable opponent. So yeah, let's just look at something else we can do. Alright, so this is a drift track, so let's see how... What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, continue, okay. Okay, here we are. Start. Sure, we'll record it. No, we won't. Okay, accelerate to begin, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see how good we can drift this thing. So this is on the ice track, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's just get into third and we'll dump the clutch as needed. Alright. Oh boy. So, pretty much. Wow, this is a lot more anticlimactic than I thought. So, okay, so clearly we need to build up some speed before we do this, and we need to get to third gear. just gotta keep it. Come on. Ah, we lost it. We lost it. We lost it. We lost it. Wow, so this thing's terrible at drifting. Actually, no. It's probably the operator. Okay, let's build up some speed real quick. Oh no! Okay, so we don't shift from third to second, but we can shift from second to first, I assume. Okay, hang on. We're doing good. I don't think this thing has power steering, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Slow motion. Okay. Great drifting, okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wanted to do a race, but I don't think there's any race that we can do with these right here. Actually, hang on. Let's see how we do here if we don't. Yeah, player feed. Oh no! Oh no! I think we're going up against a sunburst. Can we just turn the siren on and they'll pull over for us? We can pass them. Yeah, I think we're gonna get cooked, but yeah, well. Wait. So where are we going? It's the question. So, oh, goodness gracious. So they're going that way. We're supposed to be going this way. Okay. What? Okay, so we beat it, but hang on. So it's supposed to be. Okay, so it. Okay. Okay, so checkpoint. Let's reverse. So we got it. We got it. We got it. Oh, we can't J-turn it. Oh, actually, nah. Actually, we did. Passed him. So that's a plus, I guess. That's a plus. He's gaining, but no, he's not. Wait, he's gonna lose it in a second. He's gonna lose it. Yeah, he's gone. Wow, so not a good race, I guess. At least we're getting some cool shots. Is this the G-force or something? The little menu? Oh no. Ah, we lost it. Ooh, actually, no, we don't. No, we didn't. There we go. Let's see what we did. Ah, that's not too bad. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be coming back from that, but well, this car is gonna be. Actually, no, you can replace the fender. I think this is, or I think if this was in real life, it wouldn't be going so well because I think the road would be icy. So are we? Okay, so we're at 2 minutes right now. I'm sure. Hang on, we'll actually, yeah, we'll try a Polera on this before we end. So I want to say we take probably 5-ish seconds. Yeah, 5-ish seconds. Actually, no, I wouldn't do that actually because we were in reverse at reasonable speeds for that. So. this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this thing 0 to 100 is, because it doesn't really have one. But I'm curious what its 0 to like 100 or 0 to like 70 or 0 to 80 would be. I think it's also, this thing's probably a lot slower because it weighs half a ton more than what it should be, so, or maybe a quarter ton more. Yeah, a ton. I don't know. It weighs a lot more than it really should be, so. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, so we would have won it anyway, but let's see how. Let's get out of here. Abandon that. So we'll try, just to humor us. We will try something else. We'll definitely have to come back on this with both this thing and some more cars, but just but yeah, that was the 1964 Gavril Bluebuck with the Polera. Or sorry, not the Polera. We're gonna take that out in a second. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will real quickly try this. Actually, better yet, how about we just, yeah, I'm gonna stop this here, and we will record a new video. So I will see you in probably 30 seconds.